Hey everyone, Brass Facts here. I'm coming at you with my first impressions on the ELCAN Spectre DR. Yes, I realize this review is more than a decade behind the power curve, with this ELCAN showing up in 2008-ish. At this rate, I'll probably be buying a Vortex Razor 1 to 10 to review in late 2030. As a quick aside, I only have about 3,000 of my original 5,000 rounds of training ammo left in reserve, although I still do have my quote-unquote emergency ammo, we'll just call it. So I'll probably see a lot less rifle training videos once I run the ELCAN through the gambit. So I'll be shooting a bunch of this and some night vision videos, and then I'll probably not shoot as much rifle anymore, honestly, because I don't see any end to this ammo situation, we'll call it. Anyway. Enough of that, on to the main attraction. Spectre DR, first impressions. Alright, first off, I'll be real, a big portion of me wanting to buy this one is it's really cool. It looks cool, it's small, compact compared to the LPVOs, and I've always just wanted one of these, so that's one of the main reasons I got it. So, yeah, this is America, sue me. But on to the actual impressions of this optic. For those who haven't messed with one of these or really seen these, because you don't really see them around as much anymore, this is a little different than most LPVOs, that is low power variable optics. So instead of turning a lever to adjust the zoom, right, that this is 4, this is like 3.5, and this is 1, the ELCAN uses a lever system to go from one setting to the other, like so. I'm at 4x, I'm at 1x. Not a huge game changer by any means, but really cool and actually really convenient, since I don't ever really do any of the settings between the highest and the lowest settings. So I've shot this guy for about 250 rounds today, yeah. About 150 of which was me messing around with the zero. Started with a 36-yard zero, went out to 300, swapped to a 100-yard zero. Found out I kind of preferred that with this setup and this optic. So 100-yard zero, went out to 300. It was nice. I liked it. It was a good setup. Glass is about on par with a Vortex Razor, if I had to pick something. Slightly worse indoors, because I do notice a slight shade difference, I would call it, compared to real life. It's not darker, but it's a slightly different shade indoors. And I only really noticed this when I was taking pictures, and it doesn't really show up on camera, so I don't know how much of an issue it actually is. And outdoors I didn't notice at all, but I figured it'd be worth mentioning. And then when I compared scopes, other scopes side by side, I still did notice that ever so slight shade difference. I'm guessing it's the tint, because this probably needs a slightly more aggressive tint level to make it so the illumination is functional in the daylight settings. So I'm guessing it's that. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out in the when I really start running it. Eye relief is good. That is the distance you can have your eye from the optic. Good. Better than the TR24 I just showed, and on par with most modern offerings. Side to side eye box, though, not that good. Not on the same standard as modern LPVOs you see in the $1,000 plus price bracket, and you do notice it if you start shifting the gun off axis a little bit. You'll notice scope shadows come in quite aggressively. All of the levers on this thing, so the windage, elevation, and the illumination, very, very good. Actually, super surprising. I didn't expect it to be that good. The windage is such an aggressive click that it sounds like a Glock resetting when you're adjusting it, which is kind of cool, I guess. I mean, it's really nothing, but you like to see quality adjustments on your optics. So, illumination was excellent, at least on the dot setting. When I was zeroing, I actually had it 2 off of the top, whatever brightness setting that was, which was more than enough. Made the black reticle look red, which was enough to distinguish it from the paper target I was shooting at. And then when I was running more dynamic drills, I put it on the top setting, and it was about as bright as my Aimpoint Pro, which was previously on here. All right, that's about it. Obviously, there's more to it, but I just wanted to hit you up with my initial impressions. I'll get more into it once I've really run the optic and I can get into the full-on review, talk about reticle, all that stuff. But I want to get some trigger time behind it and get my opinion once the novelty has worn off, obviously. So anyway, this has been some brass facts for you. Have a nice day.